Douglas move on to 167.
Where we're going to get a look at another Lisbon wrestler, Royce Alger, against Lake Park's Jeff Hively. This ought to be a good one. Neither one of these people have lost either. And Royce Alger is going for his third state championship. He's the first of two you'll see tonight who will be in that position. Later on, Mark Sindlinger will come up at super heavyweight for Charles City. Alger in the dark uniform, Hively in the yellow.
Alger wants upper body. He'll want to be in the upper body position.
You see him under the arms already, looking for a trip.
He likes to get upper body and either foot sweep right there. So there aren't many guys that get in this position unless they do a lot of freestyling.
Now there's a freestyle tip too. He took Hively right over to his back for two.
That's right. Open it up in a hurry.
What do you think as a former college coach? This Alger is a prospect, right?
It's a big-time prospect,
yes,
no question.
Sometimes people say, well, he's won 3 titles, but maybe he's 1A, he hasn't wrestled the competition. Not so here.
Well, he's wrestled everybody.
Let's take a look first up here at 2A. There's Darrell Yates against Chuck Martins. Yates of Glenwood against Martins of Cresco. And Roseland against Fleckenstein in the AAA. Marshalltown against Cedar Rapids, Washington. You're seeing Alger really put it to Hively already, 8-1.
He's one of those athletes that, as I indicated, he's wrestled so many good wrestlers in the freestyle movement, it doesn't make any difference what class they're in. I mean, he's used to wrestling everybody, regardless of what class they are, because he gets into that kind of competition. He does some things that kids don't usually see. He likes to get under the arms, and then he likes an inside trip
center, gentlemen,
or a foot sweep. Now, most kids don't see that.
Try to swing in, young man. Both of them.
It's kind of overwhelming Jeff right now.
Ready, gentlemen?
So Jeff is going to try to get his head together here. Came out of Northwest Iowa. He's undefeated, 32-0. But he just about got thrown again.
He's in the body lock, but this is more Alger's position than his, I'm sure. So it's one of those ones where he's a little hesitant. He might have had something had he gone ahead and gone with it.
You can see it. He was also hesitant to go with that high crotch.
Well, he got in there, but he didn't carry it on through. It's like, you know, I can't believe that it's there, so I back off right when it's there, and he had with a nice deep penetration on it.
8-2 is the score. Alger against Jeff Hively. Hively is in the yellow. He's back to the camera. Single A division, 167. And again, Alger's under the arms. You see Hively keeping his hips back.
See, that's the end of that first period.
Well, there's the end of the period. We're going to have more exciting wrestling up on Iowa Public Television. It's a USA against the USSR between members of the U.S. World Cup team and the Russian World team, and that's going to be on live on March 30th. We'll be taping it then for broadcast on March 31st, Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Next day coverage, and we'll probably have a strong Iowa flavor with a lot of Iowa standouts who participated in the World Cup trials earlier in March. And that's on Iowa Public Television on the 31st of next month, 31st of March at 10:30 p.m. on Thursday.
You know, here he's back into what he likes. See, he took that inside trip. In under both arms, then an inside trip to get the leg. Now he's trying to use that as a leverage against the man. No takedown until he gets him to the mat with control.
First he brings him out to the center, gets him in position,
good lift,
and puts him right through the back.
Real nice hips on that. And the lift, you can't just pick a guy up. What you've got to do is get your hips in underneath, and that's why it came so easy for him. Now, Alger's a real tough-minded kind of boy. I know I've watched him in a lot of these freestyles, and even though Hively was the third-rated wrestler at the end of the season in this weight class, I think that he's sort of taken a back seat because he's read the press clippings and knows what kind of guy he's wrestling against, instead of going out and opening it up and just doing what he can normally do.
12-3 is the score now.
You see Alger's shoulders taped there. I don't know if he hurt that sometime during this tournament. It hadn't been taped earlier. Here, watch the hips. See how he gets the hips in right there and dumps him right toward his back on that.
35 seconds to go in the second period. Alger of Lisbon on top in the score and in the position.
And even though he's in under the arms, he's up on his feet, so he's not isolated on his knees. That's one of the reasons why you can let a guy have a hold of something. He stays on his feet, and that makes him more agile, more mobile.
Let's go on top. Let's go on top.
Yeah, being on his feet right there let him step across. And as a result, it wasn't effective. Had he been on his knees, he might very well have been rolled through and to his back.
We're at the end of the period now.
Time, gentlemen.
4 minutes are gone. We have 2 more to go. The third period coming up. It's Alger 12 and Hively 3. There's Brad Smith.
Brad's done a great job with this team.
Sit still, please.
People would have thought that after Baxter left there a couple of years ago, it might go down, but Brad's done a great job. Brought them right to the top where they're accustomed to being there.
They start him young there, too. The way they have to. Alger has the whizzer in, comes around front. He wants to throw right from here.
Well, the guy's got him locked tight, but if he comes off, he might try to get the headlock.
That one didn't work, and it's Hively's move. No points.
Hively has a little bit of height on him. You can see he's about 5-6 inches taller. That leverage really took that away from Alger being able to use that move.
Ready in there. Come on top, Red.
Hively comes on top, and away they go with 1:40 to go in the period.
Well, even with a 12-3 lead, this isn't where Alger wants to spend much time. You know, this is not a real favorable spot down on your belly, so he wants to get back up to his base, and then he'll want to try to get to his feet. He's got it. First of all, he's doing a wise thing here by saving the arm. Hively's really after that arm with a head lever. If you give it to him, you're really in trouble. Now that he's got the arm free, see, now he can get to his feet. So Hively's got to do what he's got right here because he's behind by that 8-9 points. So he's trying to put on a 3/4 Nelson, trying to put on some type of move that might put him to his back.
Oop, that knee is a little tough there. Martins is leading in the Double-A division 2-0. Martins of Fresco over Yates, Glenwood.
Okay, here we go.
Well, if the score were different, you'd say, boy, it's a tough ride no matter how you look at it.
Okay,
But
Red on top.
Hively needs more than a tough ride at this moment. He's trailing by 9.
That's right. Now there's a real quick stand-up. Did a nice quick one, got out of there and got out of that ride.
13-3 is the score now. Alger leading.
All right, and I see over here in the 3A that Roseman from Marshalltown is leading 6-1 now.
Over Fleckenstein of Cedar Rapids.
There's a nice shot, real nice shot. Caught him, just snapped him by.
15-4. Has he escaped and given? No, it hasn't been because Alger is staying with it. 15-3 is the score.
Now he'll want to get up and get out of that position. You know, he doesn't want to stay down below him unless he have both of them. There he got to both of them, that gave it to him. So with the man's hips down, he can start to move toward his head.
15-3, and he's trying to put Hively over on his back for some more points here, but we have 5 seconds left to go, and Royce Alger has just become a 3-time state champion in the state of Iowa with a 15-3 victory over previously undefeated Jeff Hively of Harris Lake Park.
Thank you.
Royce Alger.
Nice match, gentlemen. Nice match.
That's the second individual champion for Lisbon. A team which has already locked up the 1A championship. There's a happy Brad Smith with Royce Alger.